The classification process I find really fascinating. With the little that we know about Bryan Kohberger, and then with the lot that we know about the crimes he's confessed to, can you give me a ballpark of what kind of classification he will get and how that will translate into how he'll be treated behind bars?
Sure. For a person with this level of violence, it is guaranteed he's going to be in a max custody setting. With the classification, what they're looking for is the severity of the violence, the potential for escape risks, because that's something that they have to consider. The potential for violence against staff, potential for becoming a victim himself, any gang-related issues. They also look at things such as treatment needs, where someone might come in with a drug issue, or they may have mental health issues. So those are the types of things that they would be looking at in a general classification viewpoint.
You know, Brian Enton was on at the top of the show, and he showed us inside the max security institution that is the only one in the state of Idaho. We don't know if he's going to stay there. He could be jettisoned out to another state. There's an agreement with Arizona. Maybe he's too much for them to handle. You and I talked about that. So if he goes to another state, I just wonder how much consistency there is between scoring him in Idaho and the treatment he'll get somewhere else. Meaning, if he scores in Idaho a certain number, could it get better for him in another state, or could it get worse for him in another state?
I definitely do not believe it'll get better. It could get worse. So because of his crime, because of the notoriety, the fact that he's going to be a nationally known and recognized figure for a few decades, I don't believe that anywhere, no matter what state he goes to, he's going to be treated any better, just based on the circumstances that we're looking at. He will be in a max custody facility with very sparse furnishings, very limited movement, very limited access to anything.
Yeah, I have to say that the cages that are within the interior of the prison itself, it made me feel better that he is just going to be absolutely miserable, no matter what kind of movement he may get where he's locked up. But I do want to ask you, I see it on, I see it on jail shows, I see it in Hollywood. Jail guards refer to, one of the inmates as inmate, but they never call them by name. Can you just sort of give me the real scoop on what his everyday will be like? How will he be referred to when guards want to refer to him, when he's doing check-in, when he's doing anything official, when other people in the prison are referring to him? Like, walk me through that.
So, I mean, from a real practical point of view, if you started using numbers, you would not get a lot of response back from people. Generally, the way that prison and jail facilities work is they're trained to use last names only. So you just be using the last name. You would never refer to him by his first name, except, filling out forms and whatnot. And that's a level of familiarity that you lose in that kind of a setting. So it would most likely be last name, but he would have to show his ID, and he would have to verify his number anywhere he goes. So, if he's moving from his cell to the doctor, he'd have to identify himself, show his number, and that's generally how that would work.
Lenard Vare, I'm so appreciative. I just want to give your book a quick mention here. You're the author of Elephant Keepers, Reflections of a Prison Warden. I'm so thankful for your wisdom.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.